All right, folks, well, we're gonna go off and we're gonna see what we can do when it comes to wade fishing out at Emerson Point. I've never been there before, so I'm looking forward to it. I've heard that there's some fish there, so we'll see what happens. So you guys are gonna go along on this trip with me and experience something that I haven't experienced before. So let's go ahead and get on to this trip and see what we can do. All right, folks, what I've got in front of me is I've seen some snook right in the sand, and there's sand and then there's grass, and they've been sitting right on the edge here. Unfortunately, I had this boat come in, and so it kind of limited on where I can go. But it's funny because these fish seem to be staging out at the mouth of this river. I had one chase. I actually watched him chase the bait to me, but I couldn't get him to eat it. Matter of fact, there's one swimming right there. He actually came right up to me. I'm going to see if I can get him to eat. One thing you want to do before you do anything is check your drag. See what happens. But yeah, they're a lot shallower than I thought they were going to be be honest with you. I thought they were going to be out a little bit of ways, but I think we've got the tide incoming here. It was still outgoing at the shop, but you got to remember it's about a 3-hour difference, 2-hour difference from here to there. So I'm just going to have to be a little bit methodical. One nice thing is when you have the wind to your back like this, it makes it much easier to cast. And that was part of the reason why I chose to come where I'm at, is simply because of the wind direction. Makes it a little tougher to fish certain areas. One thing I have not noticed though, I'm looking down and there's a golf ball in the water. But one thing I have not noticed is that there's not a lot of activity via mullet. I have not seen the first mullet, which I typically like to see if I'm fishing a flat. I want to see activity. The only activity I'm seeing right now is the birds over that big guy's boat right there because he's chumming. If you come, there's fish right along this weed line right here, but I got them to chase, but they won't eat.
All right, throwing a jig or?
I'm throwing a little minnow type bait and trying to match the hatch because of all the killifish and stuff that are up here.
I don't want to screw up your video.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're not going to screw up anything.
Show off the shoreline that way.
Yeah.
I'll make a few casts, see if they'll eat a miradine. I think we're throwing the same thing almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you yell at me, keep me out of your video.
You're fine. You're fine.
Tell me to get the hell out of here.
No, you're fine. Basically, especially if you're artificial fishing, you want to establish a pattern. You want to figure out how the fish want to eat I've had multiple fish come up and chase my bait, but they haven't wanted to eat it. They haven't aggressively gone and try to attack it. So I'm changing it up a little bit. I went from a little minnow bait to a jig, and I'm seeing if I can't get something to go there, and just trying different retrieves until I can get bit. And so we're seeing what we can do. Well, I said I hadn't worn my waders in a while, and they're full of water. So unfortunately my wade trip has come to a conclusion. It's beautiful out here. I could probably go wade, and I'm already wet, but oh well, it is what it is. But we'll do another episode like this. I like a little bit lower tide, concentrates those fish a little bit more. We had that guy come in as soon as we entered the water. He came around the corner with his clients and kind of staged up just ahead of us. So it kind of cut me off a little bit, which is no big deal. It's his livelihood. It's all good, not mad at all. But that wind is blowing out of the south, so to come around this point is not really worth it. So I'm just gonna pack it up and go back and figure out what I'm gonna do next. Folks at home, waders aren't supposed to do that.